Hey, what's up guys? This is Stefan. Welcome to my first race video. I love watching race footage myself, so I thought I contribute as well. So this race is the 2022 Cherry Pie Criterium Masters Category 1, 2 and 3. It's a fun one. It's the first time I'm out here. Apparently they have changed the course slightly compared to previous years. They took out a few turns, but it's still a quite entertaining course, as you can see in the top right corner. So we're approaching now the infield, where most of the turns are. The first turns are pretty wide. You can take them at good speed. No need to use the brakes, but you have to stop pedaling when you go at full speed here. It's a right turn. I think here in previous years they went kind of to the right and did some turns there as well. So they cut that part out. So we have here another full speed turn. And now we are approaching my favorite part of the course. It starts with the right and then immediately goes into a pretty tight left turn. This is where you really have to scrap some speed, otherwise you're ending up on the other side of the road. And from here it goes slightly downhill towards the roundabout. And the roundabout is also a place where you have to slow down. You see the guy in front of me signaling slow down. Maybe he's worried that somebody's crashing into him. So the turn here is also slightly off camber. That means less grip, and you also have to be careful with the inside pedal on and pedal strikes. And after the roundabout there's a little dip, and then we are entering the start-finishing straight. And there's a strong crosswind from the right to the left side. So it's a short race. It's only 45 minutes, and therefore I had no time to waste and started to burn some matches. On the riser here there was often a slowdown. I used my momentum and push a little bit, 600 watt, 500 watts, not too crazy. I'm also not riding in the gutter here because I actually want someone to join me and just see who's in the mood today. So I stay here in the wind, and we get a little gap. It's me and a rider from Velo Kings, but lap 1, everybody's fresh, so I'm actually not expecting that they let us right away, but I want to make it hard from the get-go. So I think the field is already directly at our wheel, but the Velo King rider is still committed. He keeps pushing the pace here. And we are about to enter the infield, and it's not much of a disadvantage being at the front there. You can pick your lines, and there's not much draft anyways. So he keeps going there, and I think eventually he flicks his elbow and I come around. So here I'm actually not going that slow, but there is this touchstone rider which comes over the top of me. But here's that very tight left turn, and he loses all his momentum. So I'm staying directly attached, even though he came with speed from the back. So if you accelerate into a tight turn, there might not be much damage you're doing to others. So I'm here with Cognition Racing. I have 2 teammates in the race, Mike and Ole. Strategy was that Mike and myself, we try to get into a break. And if that does not work out, then I would be the sprinter for the bunch sprint. And we want to make it hard from the very beginning. So I burn another match here on that little riser, put my head down and burn another match. So now the field is strung out, and that gives my teammate Mike the opportunity to try and snap that elastic band. And as I slow down here and move to the right, you see Mike coming with speed, putting the hammer down here and seeing if he can get some separation. Yeah, but it didn't quite work out. Mike got second last year from a break, so he might have a target on his back. So let's jump forward a little bit. So a few attacks later, finally, Mike and two break mates get away. They get separation from the field, which is an ideal situation for us. First of all, Mike's chances from a break are pretty good. He's a strong rider and experienced. He knows how to win from a break. And secondly, the other teams have to chase the teams that are not represented in that break. So here comes Nick Theobald from Pete's Coffee. They're not represented in the break. He has, with Dean LaBerge, strong sprinter in the field. So he's getting to the front and will try to bring back that break. Yeah, so here he looked around if he can get some help with the chase, but he saw me. He knows I have a teammate in the break, and he's a seasoned rider. He knows he cannot expect from me to contribute to that chase, and he's not even trying to flick the elbow. He just puts the head down and keeps motoring. What a great teammate. I hope Dean bought him a beer after that race. And just as we reattach with a brake, I put in a counter, little acceleration, and then I settle in. I turn around, I see that Sergey from Team Cortex is on my wheel. We got some separation from the field, so I just keep on the gas. I'm also happy that Sergey is with me. He's the right guy to ride a brake with. First of all, he's strong. He's not playing any games. So that's really a constellation that can work. I'm committed. Seems like he was committed as well. So we trade a couple of pulls here and see if we can grow that gap. So here he flicks his elbow, and this is the right way to do it. He takes the corner white, I go to the inside. This way we can both keep our pace and make the transition as smooth as possible. So as you can see here, we are riding Echelon. Wind was really strong from right to left, so I'm trying to stay on the left side of him rather than directly behind him. There's just more draft there. Yeah, but we get brought back, and we also get instantly countered again. I decided to not go with that. I know I have some teammates who will cover that ultimately. And here's Mike and Ole rolling to the front and making sure nothing gets away. So we are about halfway into the race, and it's time to get ready for Plan B. Plan B is bunch sprint, so I will be a little bit more mindful with the matches I'm burning now, trying to establish a break. Mike will continue to attack and get into the break, but my role now is to get some rest and be fresh for the bunch sprint. So the rest of the race has been rather uneventful, actually. So there was no major break or attack that got a significant gap. There was a crash, but I don't have that on video. Luckily, nothing serious. One rider went down, lost some skin, but again, nothing serious. Luckily. So with that, let's jump to bell lap. Here we are, one lap to go. Now it's important to get into the right position and stay there. So I thought from the roundabout to the finishing line it's about 500 meters, and with the wind I don't want to be too close to the front. So I thought between 5th and 10th wheel at the roundabout would be great. The road also widens, so passing should not be an issue once it goes from one lane to two lanes. So getting in position is one thing, staying there is another. So if no team is keeping the pace up, that can lead to that washing machine effect where you're at the front, there's a slowdown, you get swarmed, then all of a sudden you're at the back and have to work your way up again and then rinse and repeat. But on a technical course like this, it's actually stabilizing the positions. So it's hard to move up, but it's also hard to actually lose your position, which makes it easy once you're in the right place. So this looks just perfect. That's yeah, about eighth wheel. Really like it. So here I'm also finding my teammate's wheel, Mike Foley in front of me, and I yelled, "Mike, I'm on your wheel." He didn't understand me, but doesn't matter much. He's on the left-hand side, and I was not comfortable going there. I saw during all the race that's kind of where people got guttered, so I thought that might be hard to get through there. So I swing to the right, and I have that tall guy in front of me, and that's just perfect. So he goes early, I'm on his wheel, I get a great draft. He's also moving to the right. That means I get the sheltered side on his left. Dave is next to me, and I kick here, and it looks like I'm winning, but there's actually Sean Gilson on my left-hand side, and he beat me by half a bike length or something like that. So it was a combined field, 40 plus and 50 plus, but picked separately. 50 plus was won by Dean LeBear, so all that hard work from Nick Theobald paid off as well. So congrats to him too. All right, this was the 2022 Cherry Pie Criterium, and also my first racing video. Still have a lot to learn on the whole editing thing. So please feel free to leave a comment in how I can improve and make it more entertaining. Thanks guys, take care, bye bye.